Alright, and welcome to the computer. We are going to do some etching. This idea I've been trying to get together for a little while, and today I'm just going to do it because why not? Let's just do it! I've got these three photographs in Lightroom that I have taken. One of them is this. This is the other one. They are all trees of different character. So what I've done is taken these through Photoshop and then into Illustrator, and I've broken it up into 3 layers. So you're gonna get this, you're gonna get this, and you're gonna get that. So when you combine all 3, you have this kind of stacked image of craziness, and it looks kind of crappy on screen. It's kind of cool, but it's, this is gonna be totally different once I'm done. So I have 3 panes of glass. I'm gonna cut all 3 of these images into vinyl and then etch them. And I'm thinking shadow box, where they each are on their own layer. This is just an idea. We're gonna try it today for the first time. So what I'm gonna do is select this, hit the Roland Cut Studio Pro plugin, output the paths, and cut. We go over to the vinyl cutter. It's gonna take a little while because there's a lot of detail. Third and last one is cutting now. And I have the other 2 here ready to go. And you can see here the fine little bits. What you see is white will be the etched part. Well, here's the 3 decals ready to go. And now we're gonna go down to the workshop and get the glass cleaned up, get these stuck, and sandblast. We're down here in the shop. I have my 3 pieces of glass that I have salvaged from older projects. They're not all the same thickness, but that doesn't really matter. I'll just cut that channel a little bit wider. This one piece is a little bit longer than the other 2, and instead of cutting it down, I'm just gonna leave it and split the difference, and once again make that channel slightly deeper in the frame. So this is what we've got. 3 panels of glass, 3 decals. We're gonna figure out some sort of a housing for this. It's probably gonna be made out of some walnut or something like that. We're gonna make a nice shadow box frame as wide as I can get it, so there's a nice amount of depth between each plate. So these actually should shift as you view them in layers, kind of like the old-timey cartoon cells. There's that parallax effect, hopefully. That's what I'm looking for. Let's get these stuck. I'm gonna use some acetone to clean off the glass. All right, I've got all 3 of them stuck with the decals on there, ready to go. So I'm just gonna go ahead and cover the backs of these and sandblast them, and then take them apart, and then we're halfway there. Alright, so these are out of the sandblaster. I started peeling some of the vinyl off. You can kind of see what's going to happen here. The frosted parts versus the clear parts. It's going to be cool. I found a couple pieces of walnut here that I think may work. I'm going to try to get these cut down and started for this. And I'm going to basically have 3 separate channels I'm going to cut in here, so they'll sit. One will be in the front, one in the middle, one in the back. This one's in the back because it's the most coverage. So I've got the walnut pieces cut to the right size. I think I may actually use this ridge in the back just because it's the furthest most point back. There will be this little bump in the back, but I think that's all right. But anyways, there's the idea. First, I'm going to go ahead and cut some channels in there, and we'll see what it looks like. All right, so I've got the 3 channels cut, as you can see. The front one is a little deeper. Focus. The front one is a little deeper. The middle one is the same size as the rear. So this is actually going to hold a piece of glass in it. This one will hold another piece, so you'll have one here. This one in the back here, like this. Then this one is going to be in the middle. Hopefully all that lines up. So 3 panes of glass. There will be some parallax effect when you start moving from one front into the other. I think there'll be plenty there. And yeah, we're gonna go from there. All right, I got the 3 sides glued up. I'm probably gonna cut some splines in the top just to help the joinery go a little bit better. If I cut some channels down here and then put some splines, it'll be a little more secure. So I cut those splines as I was talking about. I cut these in, they're actually hazelnut. And here it is without the clamps. I cut these down just a little bit. I'm gonna hit these with the sander and finish that up. Here we are, this is day 2. I got these splines cut in and they look pretty good. Right now we're gonna do the last bit of work here, which is to get some probably brass screws, 1 or 2 per side, small screws, just to keep this in so I can actually take it apart should I want to clean the glass or change them out or whatever. I've got the 4 screws in. Unfortunately, I couldn't find 4 brass screws that were the same, so I ended up using these construction screws. It's not what I would want ideally, but I think what I'm going to end up doing is putting little felt pads on here anyways, and you won't even see them unless you need to disassemble this. So there you go, problem solved. But anyway, there you go. You've got a wooden box. I at first was going to cover the inside with some kind of felt or something to hide these ridges, but it actually adds a kind of a cool dimension to it. Also, because they're all the same, they're extra channels. So I could potentially cut 4 more panes of glass and put them in there. So I could actually have 7 panes of glass that could actually fit in there. That would be pretty cool. And because I left the bottom the way it is, I can take it apart and add a pane if I ever get a piece of scrap glass and I want to, you know, this could be fun. Maybe it ends up changing up. Who knows? This is, it was just a proof of concept, and I think it works. And I think it will be pretty beautiful once we're done. I'm just going to go ahead and continue cleaning up. I'm going to sand it down a little bit more. There's a little bit of gap here. I cut this all on the 45s on my table saw over there, so the joints are not perfect. Some of them are better than others. Once it's all stained, you probably won't, those won't stand out as much, and I'm pointing out the flaws before I even finish the project. So I'm going to go finish sanding and stop talking myself out of something before I even complete it. Alright, I got it all sanded down here, and because everybody loves a good reveal shot, I've got the boiled linseed oil, and I'm just going to go ahead and start giving this a coat because it's going to make it change drastically. Yeah. Look at that. Oh, that's pretty. With that hazel inlay, it looks pretty nice. I think that'll be cool. Those pinks coming through, I don't know if you can see that on camera. Do another side. Very nice. Very nice. Yep, I'm happy with that. Let's see how this front thing, yeah, that's going to be cool, a little feature in the front. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and finish this up, give it a couple coats, and buff it real nice. Alright, so we're back. Got it all oiled up, and I have the other light on just to give you the idea of the color. But there it is. Warts and all. Anyways, I think it's gonna be pretty fantastic with the glass in there. These don't look too bad. You know, like I said, I'll put feet over them so you won't even see them unless you're disassembling it. So I think it'll be all right. There you have it. I think the finish came out nice. You can definitely get the full effect of that parallax. I have added this additional feature behind it. There's a backlit LED that I have that operates with this remote. The Parallax box, it is completed with a slight backlight behind it to give it that extra dimension. I think it was a success. With the different layers, I think it's definitely a cool effect. Adds a real bit of ambience to a room. I think it's a cool project. I want to do this again larger. I want to do it with different images. There you have it though. I wanted to get this on film because I think it's worth it. I think it looks cool. Thanks for watching this video. Remember, I try to make stuff for a living. So if you ever see anything and you want something like it, please feel free to contact me, and I'd be happy to work with you. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe, comment, etc. Thank you.